Hey guys, welcome back to Surviving Minecraft. Today we're going to be building a sheep farm. So I've been doing some wheat farming and I have some wheat near now, as you can see, and some seeds. And if I go over this way, you can see I got some sheep over here. If you hold wheat, the sheep will follow you, and I just got them into a little area here, and then you can breed them with wheat, and then there will be more sheep, and I did that, so I got 5, so we'll use that to build our sheep farm. Now, it's not going to be a food farm, just for wool. Alright, so we will need a couple of things. So first of all, if we just go into the recipe hook here, we can search for an observer. So we need 5 of these, and then we also need to make a bow, and there we go. So you need 5 bows to craft 5 dispensers here, and there we go. Another thing you will need is minecart, so you will need 5 minecarts, and then you will need to craft 10 hoppers, and then you take 5 of the hoppers, you put them in there with the minecart, and then you get a minecart with hopper. You will also need 10 pieces of glass, so you can just smelt up 10 pieces of glass. You can smelt glass using sand, which can be found in deserts, and then also watery areas have some sand sometimes under them. You will also need some rails. You need 5 rails. You will also need 5 chests. And you will need 5 redstone dust. Finally, you will need 5 building blocks, and you will need a couple of shears. And these are all of the items that you will need. Now, I'm not going to go into a full tutorial on how to build this because it's not my design. I will leave a link to a video with a tutorial on how to build this design in the description. Okay, I finished building the farm, and I put the shears in the dispensers, and now I'm just going to get a couple of sheep in here. And there's a wandering trader, so let me just talk about this really quick before I get the sheep. So these guys will appear randomly, and they have a lot of trades here, as you can see. Most of them are kind of rip-offs, but if you go ahead and kill the llamas, you can get some leather, but you can also get a lead. Now these leads, you have to craft them with slime balls, which I haven't gone over yet. But they can actually be very useful, and I think I might actually use that to lure the sheep in instead of using some wheat. So if you just right-click on a sheep, you can carry it around. So I just gotta get it out of here. There we go. And I don't want any more to get out. So now, if I just go up like this, and I could, there we go. Now I got him to go in. Whoops, I gotta pick up that lead. It actually went down here. There we go. And now I'll do this for the rest of the sheep, and then I'll be back. Okay, there we go. I got all the sheep now. So I decided to just lure them in with wheat because that way I could get more than one at a time and it would be a little bit easier. But I think we already have some wool. So now I can just go down here and yeah. Wait, so we can get some wool. So I did some testing, and this farm with 5 sheep produces around 2 stacks of wool every hour. So that's not too bad. I'll have plenty of wool. Yeah. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about how this farm works. So you can see the sheep are standing there, and they eat grass to replenish their wool. So if you take some shears, you can, let me just go up here, you can actually go ahead and shear a sheep, right click on it when it has wool, and then they will eat the grass, regain their wool, and then the grass there, it will turn into dirt. So that's why we have all the grass around them, and then we put the glass blocks here because the grass doesn't go away. But if you place it something like cobblestone above it, over time the grass will eventually go away. So yeah, we have the glass there, and then the grass can spread to the block next to it, which would be right there, and then it just repeats forever. So it's not as efficient as it could be, because there could be grass there all the time, but this is a really simple farm, and it's easily expandable, so I could expand it out basically infinitely if I wanted to. I could probably even make layers on it, but this is good for right now. Now, one final thing I wanted to do before I end off the video, I wanted to show you slime balls. Alright, so these are a very useful thing. So you can make two very important things with these. You can make sticky pistons and slime blocks, which I'm not going to go over what those are now, but they are going to be very useful very soon. And so how do you get slime balls, you ask? Well, I will show you. To get slime balls, there's a couple different ways, but mostly you're going to get them from killing slimes, alright? So there's two different places slimes can spawn. They can spawn in either a spawn, or in a slime chunk, or they can spawn in a swamp on certain nights. Now a slime chunk is basically, if I can just demonstrate really quick. There we go. So I pressed F3 and G at the same time. So that brought up chunk borders right here. So if you look here, this is 16 blocks by 16 blocks, and this is what's called a chunk. It goes all the way down from the bedrock all the way up to the height limit. Alright, so that's a chunk. Now, certain chunks are special because they are what's called slime chunks, where at certain Y levels, slimes can spawn. It's underground, so you don't really see them above ground unless you're at a swamp. Now, we will be using these to build slime farms later on in the series. You do have to make it efficient, there's a couple different things you can do, which I will talk about in the future. But it's a bit more complicated, so what I'm going to do for now is just go to a swamp and show you the slimes that spawn in there. Alright, so nighttime is approaching, and I think slimes will be able to spawn here. So if I just come down here and look around for a little bit, we should see some slimes. Now, like I said, certain moon phases, they don't spawn at all. I'm pretty sure that they can at the current one that it is now. So they are a little rare, and this isn't the best way to find slimes and get slime balls at all, but it's a good way at the beginning to get a couple things, and I wanted to get slime balls now, so in the very near future I will be able to build some farms and redstone contraptions and such. So I'll look around and then I'll be back. Alright, here we are. This is a slime. So this is just a really small one. There's 3 different sizes of slime. There's small like this, medium, and then big. When you kill a slime, it splits into a couple different slimes. So the big slime will split into like 3 or so medium slimes, and then each one of those will split into 3 or so mini slimes like this. But there we go, I killed it and got a slime ball. Now it doesn't always drop a slime ball, sometimes it won't, but sometimes it also will. Alright, I'm back. Unfortunately I didn't find any more slime, so I only got the 5 slime balls, but that's fine. So one last thing I wanted to do, and then I'm going to have to end the video, is I wanted to show a sugarcane farm. So I'm not going to be an automatic one just yet, but sugarcane is really important. So you can just find sugarcane randomly out throughout the world. I got a stack here just from wandering around. So if you just place it down, it'll be there, and then it grows 3 blocks tall, like this, over time. So you just wait a little bit, and it will grow like this. And you can just break the middle one, you get 2, and then it will start growing again. So you can just place this all down, and eventually you'll have a lot. Something that's important to mention is that sugarcane can only be planted on grass, dirt, or sand. There we go, I planted all the sugarcane. So unfortunately that's going to be the end of this video. I wanted to make a chicken farm today, but I didn't get enough time, so this is all I had time for. The next video, hopefully I'll be making a chicken farm, and then I think I'll get started on a nether farm. So yeah, see you next time, bye.